Hello guys, welcome to your own channel I Live for Coding, and here I am your friend Ronit Mukherjee. You are watching the video how to build the RESTful APIs in Node.js using Express.js. So guys, in today's video let's see how to install Express, creating Express server and writing a basic RESTful API. So we will not connecting any database in this video, but we will see how to do a basic setup to start with the creating RESTful APIs. Okay guys, let's start. But if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, then quickly press the subscribe button and then the bell icon so that you do not miss the new videos. Okay guys, let's start. So first of all, you have to go to your code, and anywhere where you want the code, you have to just go there into the folder and just simply write npm init to initialize it as a node project. See, it's created. -y means it will not ask me each and individual question, it will directly create it with some default values. Okay, so it's done, and now let's quickly install our requirements. So our first requirement is I want to install it as a dev dependency, and it's Express, and we also need a body parser. So guys, I will tell you what body parser is, but first of all let's install. So let's wait for a few seconds and we will see quickly. Let's install. Okay guys, so body parser and Express is installed. Okay, now let's quickly move to our code. So guys, to save the time, I have written already code, but I will go take you through the code line by line. Okay, so let me just quickly uncomment this. So first of all, what we will do is the require Express. So first of all, we are requiring the Express that we installed. Now we will create the app, or we can call it as a server. So it will be creating a server. So it's very simple guys to install the Express. As we saw, just we have to write the npm install, and finally we have to just include this. So like this we included Express, and finally we created the app. So I'm calling it app, or you can call it a server also. So guys, it will not make any difference. Now I'm just keeping this port. You can take it from the process environment values also, environment variables also, but I'm keeping it currently fixed because for the easiness. Now what I will do is simply just write this app.listen to the port. It means the port we pass here will be used to start the server. So server will be started at the local host and the port will be this one. So let's quickly just run this code. I am just using VS Code, so I have opened terminal here, and let me just quickly save the code and write here. It's very easy guys. So I am using Node1, and if you haven't watched what this Node1 is, then you can watch my previous video where I have tried using the Node1. So it's a node monitor, means every time we make changes to the something in the server code, we do not have to the server restart again and again, because if we write the node, then we have to write it again and again. Okay, this time starting it. So our file name is server.js, and it's saying the server has started at port 80. Now let us quickly move to our browser and see what we can see here. Okay, localhost port 8080, and just I will do quick refresh, and we can see it's saying cannot get slash, but our server is running. It's not saying any, or it's not giving any error, because currently we haven't set any response for the this root URL. That's why we are receiving this error, but our server has started. So we can see how it is easy to start an server with Express. Now guys, let us quickly move to our next step, where we will see that how to start writing a RESTful API. Okay, let's move to our code. So here now I will what I have done route.js. So I've created for creating the routes. It means the routes which we hit in the browser will be treated here as a routes. Okay, so for now, handling that routes, I have kept it separate and keep it in the this routes.js. I will move you to this file also and I'll explain everything here, but till now what I've done is I've created the file there and have included it here like this. So guys, I am passing this app then Express here. Why? That I will show you. Wait. So first of all, let me take you to the express.js, and I'm keeping it commented here for now. So let me just go here. So guys, we need body parser. So body parser is very much helpful whenever we need to parse the body which we are receiving as from the request, means from the client. Means whenever we will post something or put something in which we send some request data in the body, that will need to be parsed. So if we are sure that we want a JSON, if we want a text, a raw, and every other formats are available in this body parser. So it's help us in creating and updating the body into a very readable and easy format. So we can see what I have done. I have just created a module exports, and this is a basic function. So guys, you can see, let me just uncomment it. So I've created a function, a simple function which accepts two parameters, app and express. Now you can understand that this app and express is passed from here. So I'm not just requiring every time in each and every file. I'm just trying to pass the same express object and the same app object throughout my application, so that its same object is being used and we do not face any issues. Means it will just keep the same object to be used everywhere, and we just save the time of creating multiple objects. Okay. So now let's see here. So what I did, I'm using app.use. App, you saw, this is the app, express app, and this express app.use. Using the use, it's like using a middleware. So we are creating a middleware, and here this middleware is used, body parser.json. It means that we are saying that whatever body is coming to us in request needs to be formatted into a JSON format, and we are accepting the body as a JSON. So finally it gives us request.body, where we can easily get the data which is being sent over the request in JSON format. So it makes our work very easy. Now let me just quickly uncomment this line. Here what I have done is app.get, which is the root URL, and I am saying that whenever somebody hits this URL on the server, this is our server, you know, app is our server, app.get means we are hitting the root URL using the get API. So get method, then this message will be sent as a response. I am sending a response, res.send, server is running. So let me save it. Okay, server has started. So I just refreshed the browser, and we can see that the code we just wrote, that on the get request at the root URL, we want to send server is running. So we are getting the same response here. Okay guys, now let us quickly move to our next section where we will create the RESTful APIs. So I hope guys you understand what this RESTful APIs are, because the RESTful APIs mean the same, it seems like URL will be used in a multiple way with different HTTP verbs and methods to behave differently. Okay guys, so we will try to implement something same where the URL will be same, but the methods will be, HTTP methods will be different, to make that URL to be unique and behave differently. Okay. So for that, what I have done, I created a folder here called modules, where I am just having these two sections like students and teachers. For easiness, just I have created two separate files. In real time, we create it in a more complicated and a more detailed folder structure. But for now, I just kept it simple. So for that, I have created students module and a teachers module. So let's try to understand with this students module. So this students module is nothing special, just a simple module of Node. But what we have done here is like this. Let me just uncomment this. Okay. So a very simple thing. I just created this router. It's a router object from the express.router. So we are creating a router here, and which we will be sending as a middleware function for the actual routes. So we will see that later. First of all, let's create the routes specifically for this module. So guys, this is very good practice to have separate route files for different modules of your project, and it's not very good practice to have all the routes written in the same routes.js. So in a big project, it will make your code bit clumsy and very difficult to understand. Okay, so always keep your routes, controllers, models, everything separate in case of different modules. Okay, so what I've done, I've created a router called students router, and here what I've done is took the get means whenever this URL will be hit with the get method, this function will run, and in return what I will send, I will be sending a JSON where this will be the structure where I am just sending a static data for now, just to understand how to set up. Okay, and similarly, if I call this URL with some ID, it means that we are asking for a specific data. So you can see all these have different methods. You can see here it's post, it's put, it's delete, and have the same URL. I am not changing any URL here. All are that slash only. I will show you the remaining part of this URL in our routes.js, but for now let's understand. See, here I am saying that I want the student's data of this particular ID. That's why we are having a resource ID here. So it will send a single object where this is the data, a simple one. Okay, and like this, similarly, if we send see here URL and here URLs are same, but this method is different. So I am sending this URL with post method. So what I am expecting is that something needs to be added. So I'm just ignoring the code, how we will add, how the things will be done. I'm just expecting that we will get something in the request.body. So that I will show you in the console here. You can check it. So for now, let's just console it, and finally what I've done is I've sent a JSON that success, and some data is added, like 3 number ID is being added. Okay, similarly put is for update. So in case of update, we need to send the ID also, that which resource we want to update, and finally the data, because we need to update that data also. So here also I'm just ignoring all those codes and finally sending a JSON. Okay, and here delete. In case of delete, we do not need any specific data. That's why just we are hitting this resource with the delete. As you can see, it's a pure RESTful APIs, because we are hitting same URL, this one, and this one. The URLs are same, but methods are different, and you have seen that we have made these functions for different functionalities. What we will do in this functions. Okay, now let us see how this student's route, which we have created here, I have just, for now I am just exporting this router from here, and let's see here. See what I've done, I've written const students routes, and here I am just requiring this, and here express is passed, because I just need express. As I told you, I'm just using the same object, and rather than requiring every time for each and single file, I'm just passing the same object everywhere. Okay, so here students routes is imported using require, and now I will just turn on our middle. So here what I am saying, that if any URL, this was the root, I am now saying if anyone hits our server with URL /API/students, then use students route. Now you can understand that URL will be this /API/students, then different URLs, means /API/students, then ID, this will be called /API/students/ID with put, then this function will be used. Okay, let us quickly check. So for that I will be using Postman. Okay guys, so let's move to Postman. Okay, so here students, and let us quickly click send. See, we got the response. You can see we got the response. This was the only thing which we wrote there. Now let us quickly check it with the specific students you can see the URL http localhost, then 880, then /API/students, then 1 is the ID of the resource. This is an independent resource, individual and unique resource. Okay, let's hit it. See, we got this one, and let us see as we saw that we did something in the terminal also. Let me show, because we did some console also, and we should have got that. See, we got this idea. So you can see that if you need to work something on this thing, because currently I have done this static thing, but if you want to do it connect with some database or somewhere else from where you want to fetch the data, you can see that we can receive this value using request.params. It will be an object, and where we will get the same name of the key with which we have created a parameter here. Okay, now let us move to our Postman again. Okay, so let us hit our post one first. So I've created a body here, and we will check it again in our terminal that we are receiving this thing or not. Let me click send. Okay, so we got the response, as you can see here. See, we got the response, and let us quickly see in our code also that we got something in body or not. Guys, you can see that we got it in our body also, because you know that we printed request.body in case of post. Let me show you again request.post. See, request.body I used, and now you can understand how you can implement your logic. If you use request.body, you will get everything which we pass in the body. Okay, now again let's move to the Postman and see our remaining APIs. Similarly, let's do with this one, put, send. We got the response. So guys, similarly you can see same URL is being used with different things, and we are receiving different responses, and different functionalities can be implemented. And similarly, in case of delete also, let's send it, and we can see the response. You remember that in case of delete I haven't sent any data, and you can see that we are receiving a response. Okay, so guys, let us quickly create a new set of, just for a revision, and a new set of APIs for the teachers. Okay, something like this. Let's move to our code. Okay, so what I will do simple thing again. This one, I have got to use API teachers. Now if anybody hits our server with /API/teachers and other things, then it will use teachers route. So what teachers route is? This one, teachers routes. So what I have done, I have created the similar thing as we did with the students. I did same thing here also. Okay, so let's see this one here. Okay, teachers routes. Let's move to teachers here. Okay, let me just uncomment our code and save it. Okay, it says that server has started. Now let us move to Postman again and check our teachers code. Okay, so this is our teachers one. So we can see that this is a different resource because we are receiving a different data. So you can see this is a different URL API/teachers, and just as we have done the setup, we can have different code with different URLs, and these are called RESTful APIs because we are handling that these things on the base of URL only. Okay. Okay, let's test this one. It's working great. Let's test the post. Okay, it's saying that request body is not function because we haven't sent any body in case. So this is the body, and now let me quickly post it again. Okay, it's saying that request.body is not a function because maybe I have done some mistake here. Okay, let us go into our code and see what's the mistake there. It's a very small mistake, and here it's, see, this one, this is not a function. So let us just save it, and see, using the node one, we do not have to restart code manually. It's already restarting automatically. We make changes. Back to Postman, let's hit it again, and this time we will say the success response. Okay, so we can see the success response. In case of put again, let's call it and we are receiving the successful. In case of delete, again we are receiving. Okay guys, so I hope you have understood how to do the basic setup of the RESTful APIs in Express.js, how to write the code, where to write the code, and what the pattern we should follow, why should we create the modules, what's the use of body parser, what is the use of nodemon. All these I hope you have understood. So guys, if you liked the video, then quickly press the like button and share the video with your friends and colleagues, and please do let me know your views in the comment section below. And guys, if you want to understand how to connect this API with a DB and do the realistic things using the database, then quickly let me know in the comment section below, so I will create a new video for all you guys according to the requirements. Okay, so guys, let's end this video here and we will meet soon in our next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.